Scream, ride or die. Thought you would die with me. Found out you a bitch. You can't even ride with me. Now it's a war. You ain't on the side with me. Used to be my dog. You was in my left titty. Scream, ride or die. Thought you would die with me. Found out you can't even ride with me. Now it's a war. You ain't on the side with me. When it rains, niggas get wet. Stay dry. Don't cross me. I compete the snake eye. Just lost me. With the shadow, with the shadow when it blew your shit apart. Now it's two halves to one. Look at you. I set off a few laughs. Dumb. Stupid is and stupid does. And look what being stupid does. I let you get too close, you bit me. Close enough, too long, tried to hit me. Thought you was with me, but you might as well forget it. Cause when shit's going, it's war. It ain't gonna stop until one of us is gone. Still mad at myself for letting that shit go down. Somebody should have told me I was fucking with a clown. You know how this shit get around? Used to be my dog, you was in my left titty. Scream, ride or die, thought you would die with me. Found out you a bitch, you can't even ride with me. Now it's a war, you ain't on the side with me. Used to be my dog, you was in my left titty. Scream, ride or die, thought you would die with me. Found out you a bitch, you can't even ride with me. Now it's a war, you ain't on the side with me. Yo, X, fuck them niggas. Them niggas ain't your dogs, rather treat them like a cat and sweep their ass to the dog. Big seen the foul shit, put the guns in them. Lil wanna be you, why you run with him? Can't trust niggas no further than you can throw them. Don't wanna murder niggas, so you blow them. They losing your child. They making your child, and they shouldn't make a move till they hear from your mouth. Don't allow snakes running with dogs. Tell them ain't nothing like the funeral. It's gonna be yours, double R. And I ain't here to start trouble, boy. I would have been here more. Niggas look like they phony, sound like they phony, run around acting like motherfuckers homie. We all make mistakes, that's part of the breaks, but you can still call the eights. We bring in the duct tape and the broomstick. Them bitch ass niggas is good. You know how we ride. Whoever on your side, they die. We ain't trying to be blind. Fuck eye for eye. Cause we only taking yours. You know the dogs. Used to be my dog. You was in my left titty. Scream, ride or die. Let's get this shit crunk tonight. Let's get it crunk tonight. Cause I got some shit for y'all. Used to be my dog. You was in my left titty. Scream, ride or die. Thought you would die with me. Found out you a bitch. You can't even ride with me. Now it's a war. You ain't on the side with me. There was always something there. But just couldn't trust him. But there's something that would hurt me. But a nigga say, I let him laugh and joke, let it ride. But now that you done killed it, I'm glad that it died. That's all right. I know where you live. I'm just waiting. Knock on your front door and let you meet Satan. That's what you get for hating. I never did trust you. I bust you. What you done forgot about the streets is this. You do it grimy like you do it grimy. And stop fucking with him. Got no more rap. No more. You know what's up, D? No more of that. You lucky if I don't spit in your face off a GP. And what, bitch ass? Can't beat me. Just take it as a lesson. Next time, think twice and get ice with the weapon. Used to be my dog. You was in my left titty. Scream, ride or die. I thought you would die with me. Found out you a bitch. You can't even ride with me. Now it's a war. You ain't on the side with me. Hey, Google, stop. Yo, what's really good? University of Miami Hurricane football fans. Your boy Alonzo 1219, aka Hurricanes O, back in the building.
Sorry, I don't understand.
Hey Google, power down, power off, whatever.
Sorry, I didn't understand.
I guess. Hey Google, power down.
Sorry, I didn't understand.
She don't like me today, y'all. Google don't like me today, so I'm gonna have to unplug this. I'm out to unplug her because she don't want to hear me today. So she got to be unplugged today. All right. First, we're going to get into first is we're going to jump right into some of the coaching staff hires. And then I'm going to talk about why. I'm going to talk about why I feel like we may not have a spring. Now, this is not me hearing nothing from anybody, or this is not me she wanted some of that whiskey. Yeah, this is not me talking. This is not me talking about any of the coaching staff. I mean, anything that I've heard from anybody or nothing like that. This is me strictly talking about, you know what I'm saying? Strictly talking about the reason why I feel spring practice will be canceled. But first, let's welcome in T Will, aka T Hill. Let's welcome him into the coaching staff. You know what I'm saying? Round of applause. A round of applause for T. A round of applause for T Will coming to the coaching staff. Also, we gonna make sure I ain't lose my spot. I might have lost my spot. All right, my bad. And let's welcome Coach Bob Shoop, who we all know can be a defensive coordinator at a lot of schools, and he may be the, you know what I'm saying, like All About You 83 said earlier today, the El Facto, you know what I'm saying, the El Facto defensive coordinator. Believe me, he's gonna be helping Manny out a lot on that. So let's welcome in those two new hires. In my opinion, and in my opinion alone, I believe that this is the best coaching staff since Butch Davis. This is the best assembled coaching staff. Yeah, I believe the de facto defensive coach. I heard you when you said that, and I agree with you. So in my opinion, this is the best coaching staff since Butch Davis, 1999. You know what I'm saying? Best coaching staff that we've had on this roster. What does that mean for these kids? What does that mean for these players? I feel like Manny Diaz set himself up perfectly. Now I'm gonna go backwards just a little bit. I'm just gonna go backwards a little bit. We are all happy with these hires. We are all ecstatic with these hires. And I know as many people wanted Blake Baker gone. If Blake Baker would have had these type of hires to teach these kids, would it have been so bad? Maybe, maybe not. All I know is we went and got grade A coaching, man. From any word on Perry, from what Manny Diaz said, Perry is going to transfer. Now, I'm still sticking by my guns. I'm still sticking by my guns. And let's give it a week or two. But I'm still sticking by my guns. I'm still sticking by my guns. So I'm gonna give it some time. But I'm still sticking by my guns that Perry will be back in the uniform. But Manny Diaz said he will transfer. But we will see. And if he does transfer, I wish him the best of luck wherever he at, and I'm going to root for him wherever he at. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, he'll always be a Cane in my heart. You know what I'm saying? Once a Cane, always a Cane. So if he transferred from what Manny Diaz said, he is transferring. He will put his name back in the portal. But we'll see. Like I say, I'm still sticking by, you know what I'm saying, what was told to me, and I'm going to go with that. But we'll see. Manny is the man, and he knows way more about University of Miami Hurricane football than I do. Now with these new hires, I feel as if all of these players are gonna benefit. Who do I feel like is gonna benefit the most? All of them. I feel like all of them are gonna benefit the most. I'm not gonna single out just one player who I feel like is gonna benefit the most, because to me that's me rooting for a certain player. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not going to single out who I believe is going to benefit the most. I just truly believe that all of these players will benefit the most from this new coaching staff. I mean, that's just how I feel. The defensive line with Jeff Simpson is going to be unbelievable. It's amazing, back and forth, year in and year out. We're trying to figure out who's better. We're trying to figure out if the defense is better and the offense is better. I feel like we have a very established coaching staff. I feel like we have a very established coaching staff right now with what we have in place. And I feel like all of these players are going to have a great opportunity. All of these players are going to have a great opportunity to learn under these coaches. I also feel like this is probably going to be one of those years where it's the most productive year when it comes to learning from these coaches. I mean, I listen. Shoot could be a defensive coordinator for real, like serious. I mean, you just look at T Hill, aka T Will, aka T Hill. You know what I'm saying? T Will is. I believe that linebacker group is gonna be ready. I believe that. Hey, Smiley, how you doing, baby girl? Hey, Smiley, and I'm gonna do this video. I'm gonna do this on Facebook too. I'm looking for a young lady, a young woman, not to be young, but I always say young ladies, young woman who would like to be a co-host on this channel. So I'm definitely trying to find a young woman so we can get the perspective of a woman on this channel. So if you want to do it, or if you know anybody who may be interested, who knows Miami Hurricanes football, that want to join this panel, I am definitely looking for that. I'm looking for that. I want that badly going into next season. That's something that is a top goal of mine, is getting a woman analyst over here to talk Miami Hurricane football. That is a top goal of mine. So I believe that the coaching staff that we have in play is going to be a great coaching staff. I truly believe the best coaching staff that we've had since, like I say, since Butch Davis was here. Most definitely. Hurricane Low, you can't say no. I want this to be diverse. I want a woman's perspective on this is what I want, man. I mean, it's what I want. I want to see something different. So the coaching staff, I feel, is in play. I'm not going to go who's going to start, who's going to finish. I'm not going to do any of that. We basically know the starters and finishers. I mean, we basically know who's going to start. It may be a little tweaks here or there. I just want a clean slate going into next year. And this is not going to be a long video because I have to really get into some production, because next week video is going to be so freaking epic. And we have it's not just going to be a video. We have a layout that we're going to do. Right now, it is myself, it is Brad, it is John Michaels, it is Streeter from Footballville, and it is I'm missing one. Me, myself, Brad, Streeter from Footballville, John Michaels. I'm missing one. I forgot who I'm missing. I'm missing one. But I want, it's two more people I want. And Brother Jay Blaze told me the other day that that Coach Hayes would be willing to come on. I would most definitely love to have Coach Hayes if he would like to join this panel. I would most definitely love to have him come on next Friday night if he has the time. It is February 12th, and I think the time is at 7:30 is what I think. Junior and the Big Dog. How did I forget Junior and the Big Dog? How did I do that? I have no idea. So it will be me, Junior and the Big Dog, Streeter from Footballville, John Michaels, and Brad Tejada, and Endo Gaines. So it's gonna be a fun chat, but it's gonna be different. I'm not gonna tell y'all what it is. Fuck, I'm all right. It's a round table. It's gonna be a round table, right? I don't want to ruin it. I'm not ruining a surprise. I'm not giving a surprise away. Because it's going to be different. A 904 Hurricane, you do have your mod. See, I didn't even want to add your mod. I want to add your mod tonight. You do have your mod. You do have your mod. I'm not going to tell it, but it's going to be crazy. It's going to be crazy. The format and the setup is going to be something different, something you've never seen before. It's going to be something so epic that if you miss it, you just miss it. Hey, do me a favor. Hit the like button. We got 36 in the chat. Hit the like button. Y'all know I like to have fun, man. I'm having fun doing YouTube videos right now. Hit the like button. The only thing that I'm not having fun with is the 1219 mod squad. All right, I'm telling you guys, I'm gonna start pulling mods, man. I'm gonna start pulling mods. I'm gonna start pulling mods for people who don't comment on these videos once they upload. I want at least 100 comments per. We got 5,000 mods. One comment per mod, and all I want is 100 comments per video from the mods. That's all I really want. Nothing else. You know what I'm saying? So if a mod makes a comment, you good. Got 37 in the chat, 21 likes. Let's get the likes up. Get the likes up. We get the algorithms up. We get more people to want to come out. You get the likes up. You get the shares up. You get more people to want to come out. So definitely happy with the coaching staff. I'm not going to elaborate too much on that tonight because that's going to be a next week topic. It's going to be a next week topic where we can sit down and truly study these coaches. Okay. Now, hold on 1 second. I need to do something real quick. And I've been doing a lot of shares. And I truly thank Brad Tejada for helping me do a lot of what's going on. Hey, do me a favor, Vol do 91. Do me a favor. Do me a big favor, like serious. Whatever Lou has to say about anything Miami or anything about this channel, keep that to Lou. Like, I've blocked out all of that. I don't need that type of energy. If Lou says something, then let Lou say it. If Lou says something, then let Lou say it. If you want to join the channel and talk football, I'm all good. But don't bring Lou's content to this channel. Serious. I'm not dealing. I don't deal with that guy. I don't like him, and I don't deal with him. What's going on, Larry? What's good with you, family? What's good with you, family? It's a reason I just don't deal with Lou. He brings me bad energy, and I don't want that type. But you are most definitely welcome. You are most definitely welcome to join the stream, join the chat, and I'll talk some Tennessee fans. You are most definitely welcome to join the chat. Most definitely. Never get rid of the turnover chain. Never get rid of the turnover chain, man. Larry, you got your mod. Every mod is responsible, including you, Hurricane Logan. To comment in these videos once they're uploaded. I'm good with the Vols. Oh, yeah, I'm good. Listen, I love college football. I don't hate. Only two teams that I hate is Florida and Notre Dame. And a little bit of Georgia because, you know what I'm saying, the Georgia fans. But I'm okay with Tennessee. I don't have any issues with Tennessee. So you most definitely welcome over here. And we're going to have a great podcast next week. Them Canes, what's good? Them Canes, I'm calling you out. I ain't calling them Canes out. But serious, hey, Mod Squad, we need y'all to start commenting because that's what spreads the algorithm. Okay. Now, Louisiana Canes taking care of some things, man. Now, the reason I'm gonna talk about check your text. I don't have my other phone, but if you need the stream key, I'll put it in. I have my business phone right now. Oh, here you go. Yeah, definitely tonight. If he come, yeah, most definitely. Most definitely. And I'm gonna say it, if you can, please, if you don't mind, please, donate to the PayPal me at Alonzo1219 at gmail.com. If you can, I most definitely would appreciate any donation that can help the channel grow. Anything that can help the channel grow, I most definitely appreciate. Anything, whether it's $1 or 50 cents, no matter what it is, anything that helps the channel grow. Yeah, if he can do that now, let him know. I'm ready right now for him. I'm ready for him right now. I'm not letting nothing go until all about UA3. I'm not letting nothing go until it's gone. When it's gone, I'll let it go. I'm a believer in. I used to believe in Santa Claus. I was 26. Yeah, boy. Yeah. Dig it. Dig it. You want to come on now? If you want to come on now, you come on now. All right, real talk. Just give me a second, though. The reason why I think spring will be canceled, I ain't even going to keep highlighting that. What about you? The reason why I think spring will be canceled is because of COVID-19 and it's getting worse. It's not getting better. It's getting more and more deadly, and there are more strains. This is the reason why I think spring will be canceled. Now, there's been nothing said about spring being canceled. There's been no panic. There's been no nothing. But I believe that spring will be canceled just because of these new strains of COVID-19. These new strains of COVID-19. And I believe that they'll be canceled just because of that. Now listen. This is not something that I'm getting from somebody. It's not something that I'm hearing from somebody. It's just by me following the news and everything that's going on and how bad things are right now. I believe that spring will be canceled just because of that. You know what I'm saying? It's not a propaganda. It's not. Listen, it's just. Can we have our own opinions without it being a propaganda? It's not a propaganda. It's just something that I think. I just think that the spring will be canceled because of that. Now, I'm not saying it won't be. I'm not saying it most definitely will be. I said I think that it will be. It might not. It might not be. What's going on, Norman? Norman, appreciate you going over to help out. Going over to help out and check out Kane Smoke, man, and hit him with that donation, man. That's real. Hey, Aiden, you've been around so long, Aiden. I'm gonna give you a mod. Hey, you've been around, you stuck with me so long, whether we argue or not. I'm gonna give you a mod. You know what I'm saying? All right, we have 46 watching, 30 likes, 14 dislikes. Like I say, the dislikes and the likes, hey, the algorithm is growing. We're at. I'm gonna show people why I don't mind the dislikes. I used to hate the dislikes. I truly used to hate them. But right now, I do not hate them just because of this right here. Hold on. We're up to 15,648 subscribers. And let me see something else. Let me see something else. Trying to find. I'm trying to find something. My watch time minutes is up. My views are up. My subscriptions are up 501. Wow. Revenue is up. Monetize is up. Audience is up. And now I'm up over 230 on my views. So yes, I most definitely enjoy the likes and dislikes. I love them both because you show me love on each and every one of them. So Chris Highlight, tell you what you gotta say. You've been wrong lately. So keep saying spring is canceled. I've been wrong on one thing. I haven't even been proven wrong on that. But if I'm proven wrong on Nikosi Perry, that'll be the only thing I've been wrong on. That'll be the only thing I've been wrong on. So I haven't been wrong lately, just on that. Just on that. But I hope I'm wrong about spring. I truly hope I'm wrong about spring, man. I appreciate that, my brother. Thank you, man. I don't know who's starting on. Listen, YouTuber user. What I want to do is I want to go to spring game. I want to go to spring games, right? I want to go to spring games and I want to go to spring games and I want to judge for myself. I'm going to take my notepad and I'm going to do all this here. I want to go to spring practices. I'm going to take my notepad and then I'll say who's been right or who's wrong or who should start or who shouldn't start and stuff like that. But I want a fresh start to see. And all about you, 83 says, hey, I'm not arguing with you. I'm just saying about the way the coronavirus is mutating and how bad it is and it's getting worse. And school was supposed to start months ago, and they still haven't done it. Those are the things that I am looking at. So I don't know. I have no idea whether or not it will or it won't. All right, let me get back. I'm not saying that it will or that it won't be. I'm just saying, in my opinion, in my true opinion, I feel like spring ball will be canceled just because of COVID-19. That's it. I mean, I could be 1,000% wrong. I'm not saying it will be. I think that it will be just because of what I've been seeing lately, man. That's it. Just because of what I've been seeing lately. So what's up? I just want to say I've missed you. Man, I'm put the stream key in, man. I'm happy with the coaching staff that we have. Hold on. I got to make sure I put the right stream key in. Man, because I continue to put the wrong stream key in because I keep going with the old stream key. So, and what my boy JT Love at, man? Because I have something for him. But I need him, and I need him in the chat. So the stream key is in now for anybody who has any questions. And I'm telling you, next week's show is going to be fucking epic. Next week's show is going to be epic, man. It's going to be epic. It's going to be bananas. I just need people to continue to what you got in the background, Logan? What you got? I'm hearing something different in the background. You got something. I was just hearing some kind of noise in the background.
Should be good now.
All right. Yeah, I'm next week's show is going to, y'all think I'm playing. Next week's show is going to be epic. Y'all think we have something lined out that is going to be different. There he go with that 200, that Newport 200. Got that Newport. You got Hurricane Logan with the Newport 200. How you feel about the coaching staff, man? How you feeling about that, Logan?
Man, this is the best staff we had in over 15 years. Period.
I'm saying I'm going back to 2000.
Yeah, I'm still focusing the special teams. Like, I mean, I can't complain. We've made adjustments where we needed them, but I still kind of wish, or I guess think that we should have or wonder if we should have a better special teams and wide receiver coach. That's all I'm saying.
All about it. You said you got a Newport 300.
Yeah, I know. That's why as soon as I come on, I just make it known because I already know y'all about to talk shit.
Yeah, I'm very ecstatic with this coaching staff, man. I'm very ecstatic. Hey, I'm just being honest with you. I'm very the one person that I would have loved to been a part of this is the panel is Paul, so I can apologize to him publicly. But right now he's not, you know what I'm saying? He's not feeling it right now. So I understand, but maybe one day I can get Paul on here. You know what I'm saying? And hey, but I'm like I said, mending fences and building bridges, man. Period.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying? I have no hate. There's people I won't deal with no more, but I have no hate at all. None whatsoever.
Hurricane Logan, how you doing, man?
What's up, sir? How are you?
Hey, I'm all right. Zoe, how you doing? Zoe, I miss you, boy. I miss the bad guy.
No, the bad guy's not going nowhere.
Okay.
The bad guy not going nowhere, but at the same time, I have to be able to do both. I gotta be able to do both. In order to grow the channel, you have to be able to do both. Because being the bad guy all the time don't pay the bills, and it don't get the and you. I can't alienate everybody. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Can't alienate everybody. You know what I'm saying?
Choose your battles. Choose your battles.
A lot of the bad guys. Now, when I've always been the bad guy.
Jump in the chat.
I've always been the bad guy. My problem was I started choosing battles that wasn't mine. You know what I'm saying? That was a problem. But now, how you feel about Devin has to return their punts? Not happening, man. Not happening.
Hey, you know what? Hey, I feel good. I feel great. I feel great that Coach Manny Diaz, he made the changes. He made the necessary changes. It's just that one coach that I'm a little leery about, and that's Mr. Packy.
But see,
that's Mr. Packy.
Packy is going to be basically relegated to what? What is he relegated to?
Can I say something too with that? Is Manny Diaz in his press conference, he said, Packy, he coached 2 All-Americans. First of all, those people were All-Americans before they transferred to Miami. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm not dogging Manny. I'm not dogging nothing. I'm just saying, like, sometimes the way he credits people is not the way they should be credited. That makes sense.
I had my Tennessee guy come in here and say, a Tennessee fan come in and mention Lou's name. And he said, and now why I said what I said. because the third, like you look at every other Miami YouTuber, the 17 dislikes are not from Miami fans. They are straight from SEC, Uncle Lou fan base. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I don't. They're not Miami fans. Believe me, they're not Miami fans. I get
got
nothing but
a offer on lunch. Actually, I had a McDonald's double cheeseburger.
Oh yeah, I feel you on that.
Mm.
Honey Buns, what's good, Honey Buns? I feel like we should go to a 4-3. I feel like, to be honest with you, I'm not picking what defense we should run. I'm not picking what offense we should run. I feel like we should put the kids in the best position it is. Whatever type of kids, put them in that best position to win. Period. You know what I'm saying? I don't know defense, offense, special, whatever players that we have, we need to be able to put those players in. I feel like we need to have a straight up. We need to have a straight up battle, and then whatever position we need to run, we need to run. I'm gonna do another story that happened last year. Guess what happened? Hurricane Low. Guess what happened yesterday?
Yesterday? What's up?
I forgot to pay my light bill and they cut my lights on yesterday. I got all my lights on. Again.
Hey, I have a question off topic. This has been blowing my mind for like a few days.
Again.
Did you video call me on Duo the other day?
Yeah, that was on my business phone.
I was like, what the hell? Whose number is this?
This is I have my personal phone, then I have my phone that's for my job.
Okay, I got you. Yeah, I kept texting and calling, and I was like, "Who the hell is this?" It's Carolina. I don't know nobody from there. It's got to be Zoe. But
I hit you back.
I was taking a test in class, and I couldn't have my phone out.
Hey, Honey Buns, come on in the chat, Honey Buns. Make sure you feeling better. All right, he didn't want me to tell you. I'm telling y'all anyway. My boy Honey Buns was sick with COVID. You know what I'm saying?
Who's Honey Buns? Not disrespecting.
That's my Randy. That's my dude. Randy, that's my guy. He was sick. He was sick with COVID, and he didn't want me to tell nobody, but I'm still spilling the beans. He was sick with COVID, so he hadn't been in the chat for a while. Glad to see you back healthy, bro. Serious, glad to see you.
Yeah, I'm glad to see he's healthy.
I'm talking. I'm about to get the first vaccine next week.
I'm talking.
Okay. Which one?
The first COVID vaccine.
Which one? He's saying Pfizer or?
I don't know. I have no idea. My leadership asked, and everybody said no, and I was like, "I'll take it. I don't care. Why not?"
Right.
Why not?
I'm not taking it to the 5th dose. Nah, they make me take it.
Why is A637?
Yeah. You see, I just started laughing because I knew 5th dose. What?
Nah, man, I volunteered to take it. I was like, I literally excused my language, but I was like, fuck it, I'll take it. Send me over there.
Right. A lot of people say, when they take the shot,
he say, fuck no, Logan. No, Logan. Hey, I know A63 got love for you now. He don't want you to die. He said, no.
I don't think I'm gonna die, bro.
No, Logan.
Either way, the money goes to my pops, so I don't care.
Nah, we need you around, man. We need you around.
You're talking about dying over a vaccine. You think I'm gonna die over taking a vaccine?
I don't trust it. If I don't die, my face might get all twisted. I'll start looking and sounding. I might start looking and sounding like Biz Marquis. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if I want that. I'm too cute for that.
What'd you say? You be like,
yeah, I'm too cute to be looking and sounding like Biz Marquis, man. You know what I'm saying? Guess what? Too, I got all my diet pills, everything. I got all my stuff. I'm ready. Like I'm dead serious. I'm getting so mentally and fit. Listen, I'm gonna be straight up honest with you, man. The 1219 family pulled me through a lot of shit, but I've had a lot of conversations with Brad Tejada offline.
He's a good dude.
Did not know how much of a good dude this guy is, man. Like serious. Don't ever. Remember me used to get an argument, be like, "So you 45, you 44." I'm still learning. Don't ever prejudge, man, because that young man has helped me through so much over the past couple of weeks. It's ridiculous.
Were you on their show the other day?
No, I didn't go on that one.
I saw that round table. He had like Ja'Kai Clark and shit on there. That's crazy, bro.
He had a bunch of people. He had a bunch of people on there. Hey, I watched
Mark
it.
Miller.
I watched it. I most
I'm
definitely.
trying to get D-Jack up in here. I'm waiting for him to respond, and if he does, I'll drop him the StreamYard. I copied it, so I'll send it to him.
Yeah. Nah, I mean, listen, Brad is he's a master Yoda when it comes to doing this shit, man. He's good at what he. Like I said, he helped my channel grow, and the official Facebook grade. I tried to get Kenny on tonight. He didn't answer, but like they help. All about you, all about you. But what's that? Reliable.
He said all about you, but he's reliable. He's talking about Pitts from Florida.
I'm not concerned. Listen, I'm not concerned. Listen, I'm not concerned about nobody's front four. But I want to go. I'm gonna go to these spring games. I'm going to go to these spring games if we have them. And people act like I'm crazy when I say I don't know that we're gonna have them. They thought we was gonna have them.
Your opinion.
Yeah, they thought we was gonna have them last year. They didn't thought they was gonna close last year, and they did. Remember last minute.
And my opinion of it is, I feel like if they had a whole season, then they're gonna sit there and take those mitigations, if there is any that they can take, like they did this season, because you couldn't really control your players who were positive or getting traced to others who were positive that could play. I feel like we will have a spring practice this year, and there's probably going to be guys that aren't going to play in it because they either tested positive or they were around those positive people. But I feel like we'll have a spring practice. But either way, I want to take in help of our players.
I'm just looking at it's getting worse, not better. And that's what I'm looking at. The death rate is getting worse, not better. And then we have this new South African strand and this new European strand, and it's getting worse, not better. And they don't know how to fight it right now. So
both of those broke out up there in Denver.
Yeah, see that's my only concern about whether or not we'll have spring ball is, will it get better? Because it's getting worse. Like we had the most deaths in January.
The thing too that I learned today that I got briefed on was if you get the vaccine and stuff like that, it's good for you, but you can still have the disease like in your nostrils, like when you're breathing and stuff, it can still catch on like your nose and stuff. So you can still spread it. Not that you'll catch it because you have the vaccine, but you'll still have it in like your nose and stuff. I didn't know that.
What's going on, Jimmy J? Hadn't seen you in the
Hurricane
chat.
Logan, you got me wiping my nose like this. Oh shit! Hold on.
I haven't seen Jimmy J in the chat in a long time. I hear they are planning for spring. Oh, they are most definitely planning for spring ball, Jimmy J.
Manny's doing it smart too because he's trying to do it earlier, which I like because he said we need to get in the weight room. I love that.
I just don't know if it's gonna happen. I want to be optimistic about it. I want to say that it's gonna happen, but I just don't know that it's gonna happen. Hey, let's get the likes up. 41 likes, 18 dislikes. Thank you to that guy. I'm not gonna say his name for sending your people over here. I keep telling him, like, serious, my YouTube algorithm is crazy right now. I've never thought shit would be this crazy right now. Everybody who come in and hit the dislike button and hit the people want to know what you're talking about.
Give me a sec.
People they want to know why so many people dislike you, so they come on. You know what I'm saying? The Tennessee guy just came and he subscribed to the channel. It takes 10 years for a vaccination to be tried, tweaked, to be safe, and even then they are not safe. 10 months pushed through vaccine is nothing but slow, lethal injection. I'm not 100% sure what's gonna. I'm just not 100% sure what's gonna happen. What happened to Jimmy Johnson's text? Because I don't see it on my screen.
Right here, he says, "How are you, big guys, doing? Glad to see you all."
Yeah, I can't find it no more. I see it right here, but I can't see it on my stream, so I can make him a mod. And that's why I'm getting upset with. I can't make him a mod because
takes 5, not 10, but okay. What? Oh, never mind. Nah, I'm literally just taking it to say I took it. That's literally it.
Okay.
Nah.
Okay.
I
I get what
let's,
you're saying. I get what you're saying.
let's go and get back to
Okay,
football.
I hear what
That
you're
was
saying.
that was my thing on why I felt like, and that was my thing on why I felt like it wouldn't be a spring. I ain't saying it's not gonna. Why I felt like it might not be a spring is because of that. Anything besides that, man, it's open table tonight because to be honest with you, I'm putting everything into next week's broadcast. Now, I've already talked to people. There won't be any because in order to get guests like this, all these guests, a lot of people don't want a whole bunch of people in the live stream. So I won't be letting a lot of people in the live. I mean, in the on camera. I have rules that I have to go by too if I want people to come on the show. You know what I'm saying?
Well, it was nice knowing you, man.
No, it's for those shows. It's just for those shows when you have the panel together. It's just for those type of shows. If you notice, the panels that I did, we didn't bring a lot of people in. If you notice the panel that Paul did last night, they didn't bring anybody in. You know what I'm saying? They brought in people.
Different too. They had like a table going. So
yeah, it's the same thing going over here. Like it's gonna be you know what I'm saying? The same thing over here. Yeah. So it's gonna be tough to bring just to put the stream key and let people come in because of the way the panel was set up. And I don't want nobody, you know what I'm saying, to get upset. So if I can't let you in, it's just it's rules to certain shit. This is the rules that was set by people who want to do these panels, and they want to do them on a lot of channels, so they want to be able to answer questions, but not have so many people come in and disrupt the flow of the show. I can understand.
It was nice knowing you, dog. It was nice knowing you. Don't forget about the small people now. Okay?
Oh no, like I say, it's not a panel
over here.
I'm doing a show right now. We got 57 people in the chat. I did a panel the other day. We had 300 people in the chat. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying, Logan? So I got 57 people in the chat compared to when I do a panel, I got 300 people in the chat.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? So you still have to grow and you know what I'm saying, do things like that. Plus, I still need help. I still need help. You see, I was able to get my thing in the background. I did that myself. I was able to put that in the background.
What?
Yeah, I was checking that out.
Yeah. So I mean,
hold on. Oh, okay. That's kind of dope.
I'm not forgetting about nobody. It's just during those panels. Everybody's gonna do the panels.
No offense, but that's one thing I believe about Zoe is you got like YouTubers who come up from nothing to something. Right. If Zoe does that, which he kind of already is there, he don't never forget about his fan base because he knows that's what made him. Zoe ain't gonna roll like that ever.
Yeah, I did not think we would even get 16,000 subscribers this year, but I could thank everything that I went through.
Bro, just wait till next season though. With all these coaching changes, like when you do your first like pre-game views and post-games, it's gonna get crazy. It's gonna get crazy.
I tell you this, Hurricane Logan, because I was looking at Zoe like this when he was saying, "Yeah, we're gonna have a panel now." I was singing, "It's so hard to say goodbye."
It's just a panel. It's a panel that might happen once a week. It's something that Brad Tejada wanted me to do. And hey, listen, you have to listen to other people sometimes. You can't just be in your own.
Right. You're right, Zoe.
You know what I'm saying? Right. So, hey, Honey Bun, where you at, man? Come in the chat. We still changing that damn name.
Yeah, bro, that's kind of weird. I thought it was a girl.
I thought it was a girl too, man.
But he a comedian, and he like if you guys watch that video that he put up.
Does he have a YouTube channel?
On Facebook, and he used to on Facebook. That shit was funny as hell.
I'm gonna check him out for sure.
He put the video up of everybody roasting him. Oh my god, that shit was hilarious.
I'll kick his ass too.
Next season may be my last season. All about you, I hope not. Come on in the chat.
He's drinking. He's talking like that. He's already drinking.
Hey, I can actually tell you.
What you say, Hurricane Logan? He's already what?
I can actually tell you with all of the success that I've had this year, 2021 might be my last. I can actually say that for real. I can actually say that. What I mean by last is no longer all of these, maybe one video a week, the post game.
That's not you.
Listen. I've enjoyed it. I'm going to try to enjoy it one more year. I'm not saying it is, but I'm honestly saying 2021 could be my last season. And let the younger guys have it and run with it.
I'm about to jump on in 2021 then.
You know what I'm saying? I'm for real. I'm definitely thinking about going out with a smile on my face.
Go FSU. He spelled pray wrong. Pray for FSU. We praying for y'all, man.
Like I said, I'm not about to be on long. I might get out of here in 10 more minutes.
Okay.
Like I
Bro,
said,
let me tell y'all something. Fun fact right here, and I love Zoe to death. I've been watching Zoe for almost 3 years, probably more. And you know how many videos I've watched where he's like, I'm probably be on 10 more minutes, and he'd be on for like 2 hours.
hey,
He'd be on for like 2 hours, and I'm like, hold up, bro. You said at like 30 minutes that you was gonna be off in 10 minutes. Maybe like a 3-hour video.
but right now we have 55 in the chat, and I'm not going to stay on too long for just that.
I shared it on Twitter. I'm trying to get people up in here.
I'm not going to stay on that long for that. I mean, even though I respect that, I appreciate everybody coming in the chat. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to I'm really focusing on getting Hey Anthony, hold on for a second. I'm not going to try to get more than 4 in at a time. I told you I'm not.
Hey, Zoe, I get off right fast.
No, you good.
I get off.
All right, if you get off, come right back on.
Hold on, wait.
Okay.
Don't get off yet.
All right, okay. Yeah,
Don't let him get off yet.
Oh, Honey Bun about to roast you.
I'm a grown ass man, dog. Y'all stop.
Tell him, Honey Bun. Show your face, Honey Bun. Show your face, Honey Bun.
Okay, Honey Bun. Hey, man.
Hold on, wait.
Hey,
hold on,
man.
wait,
I was looking at. I was like,
hold
damn.
On, wait. Stop. We already done discussed this about 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, about 12 shows in.
Okay.
Rewind that. How many
We
times?
gonna call me Randy, not Honey Bun. About 3, 4, 5, 6 shows already in.
You said 3, 4, 5, 7, 12. You skip numbers.
I be forgetting. I ain't graduated high school. I ain't graduated high school.
Nah,
Hold on, man. I want to know y'all opinion though before I get off. I feel like Manny gonna be the problem, bro.
You feel like what?
I feel like Manny gonna be the problem.
And you know what?
I don't.
You know what? He may have a point.
Think about it. How he doing Baker, bro? I don't like that. Like,
No. He had to do Blake Baker like that, man. He had to do him like that.
He talking about he making it seem like he ain't had nothing to do with the defense.
And he had everything to do with it.
Exactly.
I got something for y'all. Y'all ponder me this, right?
Hold on, let me look that up.
Ponder me this. It's actually it's a real word. I'm not all the way. I'm not all the way illiterate. Just a little bit.
I don't know big words.
All right, ponder me this. Ponder me this.
So stop saying these big words. Though.
All right, just think about it. I'm on your side right here though. Just think about it. All right. We've hired. What's it called? We've hired T Will, T Rod,
right?
Mississippi State.
Yeah, we brought back Jeff. We brought back Jeff Simpson. We brought back Jeff Simpson, right? We hired bona fide coaches, right?
Mm-hmm.
To coach the year that Manny Diaz is responsible for the defense to develop these players. Where was that same energy last year?
Good question. Damn good question.
I mean, our defense wasn't as bad last year. That same energy went to our offense.
So what I'm saying is though, he didn't go hire 2-star coaches to coach 4-star, 4 or 5-star players. He would hire 4 and 5-star coaches to coach 4 and 5-star players to develop 4 and 5-star players because he's never developed players in his history as a coach.
But
So he made sure that he went and got the best of the best so that he can look the best, which is smart.
But that comes into how much money has he ever been granted?
He's always been a lot of money. He's
I
always been a
understand
lot
that, but what I'm saying is I don't feel like the university has ever spent money on coaches like they have this year specifically. Last year was surprising alone.
So I understand you on that.
Yes.
I understand you on that. I feel you on that. And like I say, it's like I say, it's
Man, listen.
I did say T Will. I did say T Will.
So you right, so.
But only thing I'm saying is the only thing that I'm saying is Manny Diaz said you had a lot of noise in the back. Manny Diaz set himself up. Manny Diaz set himself up perfectly with the coaches that he hired because he is going to be.
You know what? I hear your frustration.
No, I'm not frustrated. I'm happy with it.
You know what? I'm big. I was big on Mark Rich. I'm gonna let it be known. I was big on him, and y'all got mad at him for not firing his son.
Oh, I want his son gone. First off, I got mad at him the day when he was in Georgia still, and Miami fans was talking, and Miami was talking about hiring him. I was mad then because I
remember that video. I remember that video.
I never wanted him. Never.
You wanted Manny though.
I wanted Manny. I own that.
And look what he's doing. He don't
Honestly,
want to the defense.
the whole Mark Rick situation.
Tell him he can't coach the defense.
Listen,
we know he was in that North Carolina game. We know.
But listen to me.
He's trying to make it like
he
had no input on that game.
But listen, exactly, and he did. And I tell people he called plays, but listen to me. He did himself instead of a disservice. Bruh, he did himself a service. This shit. Listen,
well, he did that shit. He did that shit, bro. We're gonna have to pause him, bro. I told you I need head ball service, bro, so I can block him.
863 on your ass.
I need to put him in timeout, bro.
You can't put him in timeout. He the head mod. He the head mod, man. You can't. I can't even put him.
Bro. It never fails. Every time.
Oh my god.
Every time, bro.
863 out of control, man.
Yeah, you out of control.
I gave him the power, man. That's my ain't my fault. I gave him
you gave him the juice, bro.
I gave him the power, man.
My bad. I was laughing too hard. I had to take a break.
He be clowning me too, so don't get it twisted. He go up on me.
863 be on my ass too.
He be on everybody.
I feel like he's
what I'm saying, but what I'm saying. What's going on, Anthony? Oh, my bad. What I'm saying is what Manny did, he did himself a service because he went and hired teachers and educators and real coaches.
But he's still coaching the DC.
Those are the things.
That's what I'm saying.
No, hear me. But all right, when I coach defensive line, right, the defensive coordinator did not see people don't understand what defense coordinator is. They put the game plan together, right? So when I was coaching defensive line and linebackers, right, I sent the players in and out of the game, not the defensive coordinator. It was up to me to play who I thought was best to play, right? So defensive coordinator never came to me and said, put this guy in or put that guy. And I coached high school football for 10 years. Defensive coordinator job is to make sure that the right plays are being called. The assistants are the guys who make sure the right players are in the game.
So that's
actually, Zoe, I'm gonna use a perfect example. I'm not sure if you agree with this, because look, Andy, the head coach for the Chiefs, Andy Reid, he called the plays, but Eric Bieniemy is the offensive coordinator, so he is putting the players in the right position to make plays.
Actually, the OC is not even calling what players to go in. The position coaches call what players they want in.
Well, there's that, and that's the NFL. And you look at a guy, I mean, like LSU when they lost the passing coordinator and Brady. I think his name was Brady when he was gone. You see how
that in for you. I'm gonna put that in for you, Brad. I wasn't planning on going live tonight because I'm trying to work on next week. But if you want to come in, come in. Nah, what I'm saying is the defensive coordinators, right? The defensive coordinator. See, people don't understand what the term position coach means. They just think it's a coach where you coach those guys up. No, when you are a position coach, your job is to watch your position, see who's getting tired and who's not getting tired, see who's making plays and who's not making plays, and then you go over to you go over to another guy in that same position group and you substitute him out. That's what the position.
Okay, so who had Zach McCloud in every play? That's what I want to know.
Listen, whoever coaching him on that position, whoever coaching that. Listen, whoever coaching that position, as a position coach, you're supposed to have full autonomy of what players you rotate. Okay, as a position coach job is not done during game day.
I understand, so but if you a head coach.
He can't watch. The head coach cannot watch offense, defense, special teams, and all of that. It cannot happen. It can't happen. That's why we have position coaches.
No, I'm not saying that. You ain't listening to me, so listen to me. If you were DC, a former DC, right? Will you not help your defense out?
He did. I told y'all he was calling plays.
He ain't helped them.
He called plays. Listen.
So he helped them.
Everybody who got fired, they wanted fired, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm learning to realize that a lot of people rewatch my videos once they go. If I do a short notice video and I get 60, 70, 80 people in the chat, a lot of people come rewatch it because I share it on Spotify. I share it everywhere I can share YouTube videos.
OnlyFans, all that.
I share them everywhere, and that's another reason why my views go up some is because I share everywhere. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's why I'm so big on this 1219 Mars Squad commenting in the comment section because I'm gonna start doing live videos that aren't live. StreamYard has videos that are live videos that are not live, where you can post them later and have a live stream going. You see what I'm saying? So
Alabama take off on us first half, 21 zip, 200, 300 rushing yards.
I don't think that's gonna happen.
I'm not concerned about what I'm concerned about. What I'm concerned about right now is whether or not we're gonna have a spring ball, right? I'm concerned about whether or not we're gonna have spring ball.
Bro, we're gonna have a spring ball.
And I want to go to these spring games and see what's happening. Right now, I have my 1994 LT1 Camaro with supercharger on it, getting finished. Is up the street right now, getting done. This work doing right now, and I hopefully will have that ready so I can hit the interstate and get from here to Miami in 9.7 seconds.
Yeah, all right.
That's my goal. You know what I'm saying?
You've been drinking, huh?
Hey, I got that Gen 2 LT1. All you gotta do is go pull that, one of the strongest motors ever built. Bro, I got that Gen 2 LT1 with the supercharger. All you gotta do is go pull that Gen 2 LT1 up, man. And I got a Ford 911 rear end and it's my rear end. That's the baddest rear end on the planet. Never been made. So that Camaro is gonna be. I didn't say I line up beside you.
What's up?
Oh, I told him it's gonna.
It'll be a free
300.
It's not. It'll be a free. It'll be a free.
Manny been in this defense for about 5-6 years now, and people still gave him slack.
15-20.
Can I say something real quick? The last time Manny called defense, literally he had the calling, and like that was his title. He called defense. I understand what y'all are saying, but the last time he was calling the defense, we were ranked number 1 in a lot of spots. Now, when you hold on.
Wait.
Let me
I ain't
continue,
gonna give you
please.
the script.
Bear with me, guys.
let
Believe
him
me, I'm not trying to be a Manny apologist.
Let
Bear
him
with
finish.
me.
Let him finish.
What I'm trying to say is he has people around him who he has never had, even when he was under Mark Richt. Never had those guys. And he said that Shoop is a good friend of him. Imagine Shoop being up top, watching the whole field and having an earphone in his ear to be able to hear him. Bro,
Thank you.
I 100% believe that Manny Diaz is going to change this whole defense, especially when you see guys like our secondary and corners, safeties, and linebackers who have regressed, and you got guys like DeMarcus Van Dyke, Shoop, and T. Will and T. Rob coaching them.
Now, I don't think DeMarcus
It's
Van
hard to
Dyke.
change that stuff overnight.
I don't think DeMarcus Van Dyke. I'm gonna put everybody on mute. I'm gonna put myself on mute too. So we don't talk over each other. So I'm gonna put everybody on mute when one person talking. I don't think that DeMarcus Van Dyke is gonna make that big of a difference. I think T Will, aka T Hill, you can talk all that shit you want to talking behind the scenes, talking to the camera. I don't care about none of that shit. Keep talking. Don't be doing me. But now I believe that what Manny did was set himself up for success with the coaches that we hired. I believe that same success wasn't. If you want to be fair, if you just want to be fair, Blake Baker didn't have those same coaches. He wasn't set up for that same success. I want to be done with it, but he wasn't set up for that same success because the coaches that you wanted in T Will, the coaches that you wanted, and all of these defensive coaches that you wanted were not here for. They were not here for Blake Baker. To be real, they weren't here for him. So all of this learning and all of this development is going to happen because like these are proven hired coaches, proven guys who proven guys who know what Alabama looks like. And whatever you say, Blake Baker did not have that. All right, now I'm gonna put myself on mute.
There it is. About time. It's about time. Everybody had to sit here and listen to that. Everybody had to sit here and listen to that. You ain't gonna defend him. Yeah. You on mute now. Yeah, you on mute. All right, I'm gonna back it up right now, y'all boys.
Go ahead.
Let me get about a good 30 seconds in, but that's all I need. 30 seconds.
Okay.
And then you get them, big dog. Is Manny still gonna call this 4-2-5 defense? It ain't been working. Bro. We need to go to 4-3. We need them big dogs on the field. We got to find the best cover linebacker and put him out there. We need Huff on the field. We need Brooks on the field. And we need, I don't know who that third linebacker would be. But we need a 4-3 defense, bro. Because Bama going to run through it.
Yeah.
If you don't think Bama going to run through it, I don't know, bro.
And you're right. Because our linebackers got to be active against Alabama. You're absolutely right.
We need them.
What do
and
you think, Hurricane Logan?
Came from a 4-3 game planning tree, right? If I'm not mistaken. Or
you can't take yourself off mute, Kelsey. You can't take yourself off mute. You can't take
and then that I feel like even more to the point, man, he been in this system for about 5 years, but he been here long enough to know what's going on. So you telling me you gonna keep firing everybody, but you ain't gonna fire yourself. So you ain't gonna fire yourself. You done fired everybody you can fire.
Definitely ain't gonna fire yourself. What's up, big bro? All right, now you've had your turn. I'm gonna get Kelsey's turn. All right, Kels, now it's your turn, and then we
Okay. Basically, it's this. I believe I agree with what my man is saying. Our linebackers got to be active, man. If we're going to be Alabama or we're going to have a chance in this game, everybody got to be active, especially the linebackers. We got to put them in the right place. I don't know what to say. You know what? I think we can actually beat Alabama because their secondary is questionable. And so I think we got it. I think we actually got a chance to beat them. So I'm done. I'm done with it. I do like to see, Teddy PJ Kane. I'm done, though.
Is these motherfuckers crazy, homie? Are they crazy, my dog? What the hell is going on around here, dog? Do they not realize that Manny Diaz has straight up pimped the fuck out of him? He pimped him. He got a great motherfucker. He got a great ass mother. He hired an all-star coaching staff just to help his ass out. Man, listen, I'm not gonna continue to talk about this shit. I'm about to go get my money. I'm about to go get my hoes. I'm gonna sit back and smoke me a cigar, and I ain't gonna continue to talk this shit with these dudes up in here tonight. We're not doing it. Hey, Teddy, man, you gotta respect people. Man, motherfucker, respect. Fuck respect. Teddy, we can't. Teddy. I'm out. Hey, Teddy upset. He said he not. Teddy pissed off, man. Teddy is pissed off at everybody. Teddy said he not trying to hear that fuck shit. Everybody off mute right now. Stretch It Out Entertainment. My top point.
I'm not gonna get my piece.
You didn't get your Logan? You didn't get your Logan? Everybody on mute. Okay.
Yeah, all right. See, Randy knows what I'm talking about. God damn. Hey, man, this is my opinion, okay? And this is from a factual standpoint. At one point, our defense was coached by D'Onofrio, and we saw how mediocre it was. Now, we had former players come on multiple podcasts and streams and say that he was a good coach. His scheme just did not fit Miami. Now, we bring Manny Diaz in with those same recruits even, and we saw how our defense magically transformed. And not even magically, our stuff went from we was number one in the country on a lot of stats. So what I'm getting at right now is now that with what you have in the locker room from the defensive line coach, with him being the last time he was here, our defensive line was unstoppable. Now you got T-Will, T-Rob, two coaches who are close, they can recruit, and they're personable, which is one of the things that I think is lacking most of Miami is coaches are not personable. That's why Dan Enos didn't work, is coaches are not personable, and everybody hated that motherfucker. No one liked him. I'm sorry, but I didn't even like his ass. And I'm white. I don't like his ass. But anyway, what I'm saying is with our staff is what we have going on right now is good, and it's all on Manny. And that's good on him that he's being accountable. But at the end of the day, if you want to sit there and penalize Manny, he got hired at Miami as a DC, and he changed that shit up. And the only reason he changed that up is because he did the same thing we did in the early 80s. He brought in a scheme that was not a part of our team and changed the whole defense. Y'all shaking your heads and it's pissing me off. I'm getting discouraged. But anyway, he brought in that scheme. He changed the defense, and then things happen. He hired.
I have no control over Teddy Pimp Juice Kane, man. He has a mind of his own.
Teddy Bear. Manny's gonna right the ship, and that's my end of statement.
Right.
And if he don't, then he will get fired because he literally said he's accountable for this team and most importantly their defense.
And did he not go make the best hires in the history damn near of Miami? He went and made the best hires to make sure he makes himself look good. That's all I'm saying. What's going on? Hold on. You got to unmute your mic. Stretch It Out. You got your mic muted. He got his mic muted.
He done.
Yeah, he got his mic. Stretch it out. Got
done?
his mic muted. I can't unmute
Is
his mic.
we gonna keep bringing up this old #1 defense back?
Nah. We listen. Only thing I'm saying, only thing I'm gonna mention to that is, I can agree with that defense, but it broke down at the end of the year because of two reasons. Because we didn't have no players developed behind it because the offense sucked. Another reason is those were all. No, let me finish.
Bro.
Those were all Al Golden players.
Bro. No offense to nobody, but who do we have on our defense right now that was like Corn Elder, Demetrius Jackson, Joe Jackson, Michael Jackson?
Those were all Al Golden players.
Come on now.
That's what I'm saying. So I want to see them develop. What's going on? Stretch it out entertainment. What's good with you?
So who's been developing the
What's going on? What's going on? Stretch it out entertainment. What's good with you? You got to down the background.
Good, man.
You got to turn your radio down in the background. I can hear it. He's
radio. What's around something?
You got to.
It's crazy how much influence we have on the 1219 talk show. You know, it's crazy how, you know, we created this whole movement to get rid of Rump and bring in such and such. You know, it really brings so much joy to me that we can be them type of influencers within the culture, within the NAACP, when, you know, there's no camaraderie no more that's being shown in the news. There's no more unity being shown. You know, football brings a lot of us together, man, and from all races, all creed, all walk of life. And, you know, Miami is one of the biggest brands in the whole United States. And for us to have a dialogue on your platform, as well as to be family members of your platform, it's just an honor to get this university back where it's supposed to be. You know, I am very happy and grateful that our voices do matter. You know what I mean? Our voices do count, and that's just, you know, it's ecstatic to me that, you know, we can get where we're trying to go. Like everybody's saying, we're competing against the SEC, and, you know, we're losing a lot of our kids to the SEC. And the first game of the season in the 221 season is against the SEC. 3 years ago, when we said the U was back, we played in the SEC and got our butt handed to. So, you know, we're still making strides, and man is still making strides, and the athletic department is making strides. So, we can't do nothing but go right. We can't go left because we already went left. We know what left gonna take us, so now we got to go right. And like Coach T said, we got to get those great players we've been missing. We got to get those game changers we've been missing. And those players been going to the places like Louisville, Tutu Atwell. You know, we don't want to let him get away. I'm glad that when you bring people back home, back to the university that had so much prestige to it back in the early 90s and the late 90s, early 90s, late 80s, early 80s, and the early 2000s, you know, it means a lot to us as a fan base, you know, and it really makes us have high hopes for the future. So when you say, is Manny paying attention to us? He's paying attention to us, though. And I know he's paying attention. So, you know, I feel great about what's going on, and I'm ecstatic and over jubiled about university, and I just can't wait to see what happens in the fall season.
I want y'all to do me a favor. I'm gonna put everybody mic on mute because Brad came in and he has to be to work tonight, so I'm gonna get his comments real quick. But I appreciate you saying that. Like I said, when I started this channel, it was all about giving the fan base a voice, not just me talking. I hated that I had to do all of the talking because that's not what I wanted to do. I wanted the fan base to talk, not me to talk. I want the fan base to get their opinion. So Stretch It Out Entertainment, I truly appreciate you saying that, man, because that's what this channel was all about. It's not about me giving out news and it's about the fan base giving their frustrations and things like that. You know what I'm saying? Brad, what's going on, little bro, man? Hey, like I told everybody, man, a lot of this shit is possible. I got a lot of help from I got a huge amount of help from that Facebook. Did you join the Facebook group?
Yeah, I did.
You see that group is crazy, and that group
it is wild.
I got a lot of help from that Facebook group, but I got so much help from you and putting these panels together. I knew I wanted to do panels, and we talked about it, and the first panel was over here, and I told him I'm not gonna tell him how the next week panel gonna be. It's gonna be the way the format gonna be. I'm not telling them what we're gonna do, but the format gonna be ridiculous on the panel next week, man.
Yeah, man. Anytime I'm part of a panel, I try to make sure it's better than the last one. And last night I had Tolbert Bain, I had Lamar Miller, I had
Lamar, my guy.
I had Ja'Kai Clark. I mean, I had some boys on last night, and
you got any surprises for us? You got any surprises, or you want to hold it?
I'm gonna bring on at least one current player on the team on our show next week. I promise you. I got you on that.
All right, good.
But I will say this, man. Like we talk about this coaches and the developing, and like we got to get the accountability there, right? But after talking to old school players, after talking to some of the new school players, I'm starting to realize, man, this word accountability we keep throwing out, it definitely comes down to the coaches. But number one, most importantly, it's got to be on the players, man. These players got to want it. The players got to act more like brothers and not just being here for a scholarship. You know what I mean? Like they got to keep each other accountable. They got to keep each other in check. Well, when the coaches aren't there, they got to be on them just as if a coach is right there behind them. And I think that goes into a mindset of some of the kids that we were recruiting in the past. I mean, you talk about Manny Diaz. A lot of people knock him, but you got to remember his first time being a defensive coordinator at the University of Miami, he was starting 3 true freshmen at linebacker.
Yeah.
And why is it that 3 true freshmen at the University of Miami at linebacker under a Manny Diaz defensive coordinated defense did that great, but then the next 3 years, all 3 of those guys just fell apart, right?
That's where the leadership comes in at, to me.
Yep.
And even when I talk to former players, like, and I talk to a lot of former players, and we had the same discussion.
But at the same time,
no, I don't. I'm not. Am I muted? Can y'all hear me?
Zoe, unmute yourself.
Can you hear me, Brad?
Yeah, I can hear you.
I'm not muted. And I've talked to some players. I've talked to some players in the past, and that became what a culture developing. So you had freshmen that came in that were taught by coaches, and then they were able to teach as sophomores. They were able to teach freshmen. That's the things that we didn't have because it was so much of a turnover that now you're confused. You see what I'm saying? And it's like going into a hostile working environment. So I feel like that's why I say it starts with coaches developing the freshmen, and then the freshmen, they're developed. Now they can help the new freshmen that come in, and then it just rolls like that. You know what I'm saying? And that was my issue, was that, like I say, when you say that our freshman linebacker, they came in, but they didn't get better. You know what I'm saying? My thing is, why didn't they get better? And I felt like it was because the coaches have to instill that in them for them to be better. You know what I'm saying? So, but I feel like we have a coaching staff now that's going to instill that in them as seniors leaving all the way down to the freshmen coming in. I feel like these guys are gonna do that.
And that goes back to the whole thing we talked about last time I was on, Zoe. That goes back to the culture, right? You got to establish a culture within the program, and then you got to get the right players that feed off of that culture. That's what makes teams like Alabama, LSU, Georgia, Clemson so special. they've already built this culture to where winning is already accustomed to these kids before they even sign on the dotted line. They're okay sitting for 2 to 3 years because they're guaranteed a conference championship. They're guaranteed a national championship. They're guaranteed first, second round picks. You can't say that about Miami. Not to mention, a lot of these kids aren't bought in, man. The problem with us is we got too many. I don't want to say this in a bad way, man, but we got too many Jeff Thomases and not enough DJ Dallases.
You know what I see you doing. You know what I see you doing. You know what I see you do. You know what I see you doing, Brad. What I see. Hold on one second. Stretch it out. Hold on one second. You know what I see you. You know what I see you doing, Brad. I see you doing what Mark Rogers doing, but just as a Miami video maker. I see you like what you doing is different. Like, everybody brought something different to the table. What you doing is different. You doing these round tables on People Channel, and you bringing content to People Channel, and it's crazy the way you making that shit flow. Like I got, man, credit to what I tell people, man. Like, we talk off the phone a lot. We never did, but now we talk almost every day.
Yes,
and what you doing is basically what Mark Rogers does for everybody, but you're doing it for all of the Miami. You're being able to get all the Miami Hurricane video makers together, you know what I'm saying, and do these roundtables. And I know I want to do a roundtable, but you really pushed me to do it. And I think we did the first one over here that was really, and it was successful, and it's getting bigger and bigger, and now everybody wants to be a part of it. You know what that is? That's called leadership and vision.
Yeah, man. Hey, man. Like,
leadership and vision. And
like, listen, man. Everybody has their own favorite Marvel character, right? People like Spider-Man, people like Superman, but when you put on Avengers and you're able to see all of them all at once, that's when it gets scary, right? And I think that's what I'm trying to do with the Canes YouTubers, right? You
had a vision. I think I got a question from you for Stretch It Out. I don't know how long you're gonna be on. I know you're at work. Stretch It Out Entertainment got a question for you.
What's up?
What's going on, Stretch It Out? You good? You good? I'll unmute you. Good? You good? What's going on, bro? You got to unmute yourself. Now you muted yourself. Well, I'm gonna unmute everybody. Anybody got a question for Brad? Like I say, I didn't know he was coming on tonight. I know he said he had to work. Anybody got any questions for Brad before he has to take care of his business? And like I say,
I ain't know what's going on. I ain't know if we can hear me or not. No, like the dude up top want to talk. He want to talk up top.
I'm gonna let y'all go ahead. Get your question in. Get your question in. Anybody got a question for Brad? Hey, whoever got that radio up, turn that down. Whoever got that up in the background, turn it down. Anybody got any questions for Brad?
No,
hold on. Somebody got music up in the background. Let me see. We got to get that.
The bottom go first, bro.
All right, it'll stretch it out. Whatever question you got, gonna ask for Brass because he has to get to work. This is a favor. He didn't have
to work it.
I'll talk to you offline and let you know how to work that. But gotta ask your question for Brad so we can get him to work, man. So he don't get. I can't pay his fines.
No, you good, bro. I'm kicking it. I'm chilling.
All right, since you're not ready yet, go ahead. What you had, Logan?
Okay, cool. Hey, Brad, what's up, man? Good to talk to you again.
What's good, bro?
Hold on, we got a really bad echo.
I muted it. Go ahead.
So anyway, my question to you is, obviously we know when Manny came in, and this goes back to the early 80s, right?
But what I was trying to tell Brad was,
I had to mute him again. I'm gonna mute you till you gotta get that. You gotta get that echo going. You gotta get the echo going. I can still hear that too much, and we can't. There's no way he can hear you with that. You have to go to your volume on your YouTube and turn that volume down. If not, you have to use another phone. You're not gonna be able to talk from the same device because it's gonna keep echoing.
Are we good?
Yeah, go ahead. Ask the question.
So, Brad, my question to you is we need to remember where Miami came from, right? And this goes back to D'Onofrio. And it's not so much that D'Onofrio was a bad coach. It's just his scheme and the way that he set our defense up did not fit Miami. And that comes from former players. They admitted that. They said that he was a great coach. He was hard on us, but his scheme just did not fit Miami. So now when you look at what Manny Diaz is doing now, and when he did take over as coordinator, we had the top-rated stats in the country, like from top 5 to 1, at least, on most of our defensive side of the ball. When you see him taking over our defense again and then seeing the coaches, T-Will, T-Robs, Shoops, who's a good friend of Manny, and if he's going to listen to Shoops and let him overview the defense on games and analyze it, what do you think he's going to do with our defense now? Because I don't think Manny is being – I don't think he's being given the fair chance. I really don't think he is.
Nah, man. Going back to what you said about D'Onofrio, to be honest with you, this is the first time we're seeing a different change, right? Like, so all we can really expect is for the best. Because when you talk about D'Onofrio, I mean, we had the team there. It's just the head guy in charge, which is obviously Al Golden. He didn't want to make the necessary moves to make our team better. You go to Manny Diaz at the beginning with Dan Enos. Same thing. You go to Mark Richt with his son at quarterback coach. Didn't make the change as well. So you see with Manny Diaz, what he's doing is he's still learning on the job, which is something that we didn't have to really do with a guy like Mark Richt. We kind of just brought him in for his resume and for a guy that was unified. And pretty much what we got Mark Richt to do was to revive this program the right way, to kind of get us into the new millennium of getting us back to being where a normal football program of what we hold the U accountable for on the back end, as far as the IPF, scheduling the big games. This game that we're coming up against Alabama, Mark Richt made that happen.
And Michigan State. That was a big game at the time.
No, thanks, but my question is not being answered. My question is when D'Onofrio was a good coach, his team didn't fit. Manny Diaz came in just like the 80s. You remember the 80s when we weren't running the right defense and we brought him to 4-3 and it just worked right away? My question to you is if Manny sits there and now he is sitting there saying, I'm calling the plays, and we have the position coaches and T-Will, T-Rob.
See, that's what I'm mad at. That's what I'm mad at. See, that's the question I'm mad at. The reason why I'm mad
I'm
at
just
that.
asking the question because I just want somebody else to talk.
I feel you, but the reason why I'm mad at that question is why didn't he do that for his friend? Why
I don't know, and that goes back to the people who hired him as head coach, he had no experience as a head coach.
Yeah.
But I think as a head coach with no experience, this goes back to when he hired Dan Enos, fired him, changed the offense, and then changed the defense. I think he's done a good job as a head coach, changing up what needs to be fixed.
And you gotta also remember, even though like what we consider change is, faces and the names on the back of the jersey or on the polo, right? As far as the coaching staff. But what we aren't realizing with this new scenario, what you're talking about, especially with D'Onofrio being in the wrong scheme, we're not changing our scheme. Bob Shoop is known for a 4-2-5 defense, okay? Jess Simpson is known for aggressive style running attack defense. T-Will is known for an aggressive running down the field, head hunting linebacker, filling your assignments and filling the gaps, right?
AKA
T-Rob. T-Rob is known for aggressive style cornerback play, being physical, man up, in your face, man-on-man coverage. This is all stuff that allocates back to how Manny Diaz likes to run a defense.
The thing about it is,
you hire those guys at a proven level, and how you like to run your scheme, and you got proven guys who can not only recruit in the area that you're at, but develop and put those guys in the best situation. That's the right thing to do.
I'm agreeing with you 100,000%, Logan. What I'm saying is he's doing that now because he has to call plays. So he has no choice but to do that. If you, like I said, you can't name. Let me finish. I'm happy with him doing it, but we're comparing him to Blake Baker. That's what the comparison like to Blake Baker and him. He set himself up way better than he set Blake Baker up. Is all I'm saying.
True, but I never thought that.
With a way better staff than he set Blake Baker up with. He set himself up with way better coaches. He set himself up with 5-star coaches, coaching 5-star players, and that's my only point because when you look at the players that he had, How many of those players developed under him? Like we said with the 3 linebackers, their first year they were great. They did not develop each year after that. You see what I'm saying?
And so you're talking about T. Will, right?
No, I'm talking about Manny when he was the head coach, when he was the defensive coordinator. Those 3 linebackers, Shaq, Pinkney, and Quarterman, all of those guys were great their first
Those
year.
are the big 3 and freshmen. Yeah.
But each year after that, they regressed.
Well,
So my thing with that, if you don't mind, I'm sorry to interrupt you, young man.
Let's stretch it out. Get his comment in. Go ahead, stretch it out.
So I like Logan. I like Brad. I like everything that's the synergy that's going on right now. But we got to remember that right now we got 2 defensive ends projected to go in the first or the second round.
Mm-hmm.
Also, we got to remember that we went through a stage of 6 or 7 years where we was in sanctions, and we lost scholarships. You know, we lost coaching. We had firings. We had traumatic experiences on campus. There's a lot of different things go into the dynamics of keeping a program to the echelons of its level. You know, so once you seen Ed Reed come back onto the campus with this university, you knew some things that was going to be changing. You knew that there was going to be some techniques being changed. You knew some coaching that was going to be changed. Like I'm with Zoe on this. Why, if this is your buddy, why didn't you make the necessary changes to help your buddy so we as fans wouldn't throw him under the bus?
I got this. Can I answer that, please?
Let Brad answer. Let Brad answer this one. Then you can come in. Bro, we got to go. You win. I win. You win.
Mine will be quick. I promise you.
All right. I'm trying to do a level round table.
Fair enough, but like that just pissed me off low key because before Gregory Rousseau, who was our defensive ends? Our defensive ends that came in were transfers. They were freaking transfers, man, and they already had the shine. All they had to do was take over defensive ends who weren't even credible enough to be a part of the Miami defense. No offense to them, Jared Harris and Hunt, all those guys. I think they would be shine. But let me just say one more thing, please. Our defensive ends that came in were already proven, and they did good in our system. Okay, that's all I have to say. Our defensive ends were already proven, and that's why they're going probably first, second round.
So basically what you're saying is Manny Diaz didn't develop them either. You making my point for me.
Oh, yeah, sure. I'll make your point for you. But what I'm saying is our defensive ends that came in as transfers were already set up.
So we had top rated defensive end recruits come into the program that haven't been.
And I think that our defensive ends this year will be great too.
You know why? Because who's the defensive line coach?
Jeff Simpson. Fine.
Exactly.
Who hired him?
Manny, but why didn't Manny hire him for his friend or hire somebody like
the NFL or hire Miami all the time?
Or hire someone like him for his friend.
Miami is a pedestal for money and drafts.
Listen to me. Or hire someone like him. Hold on. Or hire someone like him for his friend. All I'm saying is Manny is setting it up. Manny's pulling a LeBron James move. Is what he's doing.
You know what? If he can win the chip as LeBron James,
listen. I'm not disagreeing with this. You act like I'm disagreeing with you, Logan. I'm not.
No, I know. I do not think you're disagreeing with me. I just think we have different views.
It's the same views. It's just being. What I'm saying is, what Manny is doing for himself, he didn't do for his friend. That simple.
And it's because I never
thought Blake Baker could call defense, and I never thought Mark Richt could call offense.
And it's because he pushed himself into that situation. That's what we got to remember. That's part of the growing pains of hiring a coach within 12 hours who's learning on the job, right? Is going to be part of growing pains. He's gonna have his wins, he's gonna have his losses. You talk about the transfer portal, but we got to remember when we started this whole transfer portal thing, we took a L. Our first transfer portal guy was Tate Martell. Let's not forget. We were all hyping him up. We thought he was going to be the next big thing, and we got an L out of that, right? So what did Manny do? He learned from it. He didn't back away from the transfer portal. He just did more research. He got guys around him that knew what the real deal looked like. And that's exactly what he's doing on the defensive side of the ball. You got to hire the right guys that make these kids accountable. I mean, earlier someone was talking about how we're missing defensive ends that go into the NFL. Well, guess what? Why is it that the Alabamas, the Georgias, the LSUs, even the North Carolinas the past couple of years, why is it that those guys leave to the NFL just like our guys do and they don't miss a beat?
Player development.
It goes right back to coaches, accountability, and player development. And that's what Manny Diaz is starting to do. He's starting to hire guys that have already done that.
And you know what? And I agree with that. And I think that's a great move for him. And I'm gonna get off the Blake Baker thing. I'm gonna leave because he's gone. He's at LSU. He's gone. My main thing is let's just make sure. Let's make sure that Manny, because he's making all the right moves now. And can't nobody tell me I wasn't his biggest supporter. I've never called for his head. I've never called for him to be fired or anything like that. I just called for him to, bro, let's stop hiring these 2- and 3-star coaches.
Correct.
And hire 4- and 5-star coaches to coach these 4- and 5-star players. Yep. And that's been the main problem. I'm a unmute Stretch It Out Entertainment and let him get a question in real quick. Like, go ahead, Stretch It Out.
So the whole situation is, to me, is that if you look when before the turnover chain was created, right? We want to talk about how Manny's not doing his thing. As a head coach, you want to allow your offense coordinator, like you said when you was talking earlier, your position coach to coach. As a whole head coach, you are just managing your whole system. So when he was a defensive coordinator, right, the turnover chain was created. And when we started talking about the U was back, it was because the defense played its part. You know what I mean? And that's what he is good at. If you track his record.
Was he good at developing though? Because at Texas, he was not good at it. And was he good? That's my main thing. Like, it's not just you as a defensive coordinator. It is you hiring personnel, not hiring friends, because Packy and those guys was his friends. Not hiring friends, hiring people who can coach. This is a cutthroat business. You have to hire people who can coach. And him, like Brad said, with him being a rookie coach, those are the mistakes that he made. He hired coaches that weren't ready to coach on this level of football. The turnover chain and everything, I got all of them. I agree with it.
If you track Texas draft,
he got fired at Texas because of 600.
Okay, he might have got fired, but you check Texas draft from when the time he was there, from the linebackers to the DNs to the safeties in the corners. See how many got drafted.
How many was developed by him though? See, people overlook at this draft thing. I'm gonna explain something about the draft. I'm gonna let you go real quick.
I'm gonna jump out of here. I don't mean to interrupt, Joe. I gotta go to bed.
Okay, Hurricane Logan. Love,
bro. Thank you guys for having me on. I love you guys. Go Canes, man. Go Canes.
Go Canes.
A lot of people put draft on coaches when a lot of time the draft come by the combine. Okay, if you go to the draft, you run a 4.25. You might be the 100th player in the draft and drop all the way to and come all the way to the 10.
And I mean, if you're going to talk about draft and whatnot, we all bash Blake Baker, but I guarantee you 3 years from today, you go look at LSU's linebackers that have been drafted in the past 2 years under Blake Baker. I bet they're going to end up getting drafted a lot higher than any of the Miami guys. And it's not because he's a good coach. It's because of the program. LSU is just like Michigan. It doesn't matter how good or how bad they are every single year. They're going to get linebackers because that's what they're made to do. So in my defense, I mean, I think Manny Diaz helped this boy out again. He helped by getting him the job, and he helped him out by pretty much maneuvering him into the best situation possible for him. I mean, it's literally impossible to fuck up a LSU good job at linebacker.
I don't have any more turnover chains, but if I do come across two, the first two I owe one to, to be honest with you, is Brad and Louisiana Kane and Honey Buns. That's 3. I got to get them. I got to get them these right here. Then I'll sell some. Endo, what's good with you? I don't know if you want to come in real quick. Like, I got to work in the morning. I'm playing around like I don't have a job to go to in the morning. But now I'm just people look at just I was a linebacker coach and a defensive line coach in high school. And no matter what, whether you high school, college, I went to college camps, I went to pro camps. When you are a linebacker coach, do you know who makes those linebacker substitutions? The linebacker coach. When you're a defensive line coach, you know who makes those substitutions? Not the defensive coordinator. So this is why I'm so big on player development, is because I coached. This is why I'm so big on player development, is because I coached. And okay, you good.
No, and part of the problem as well is what we're forgetting to realize is that Manny Diaz, when he hired all these boys, when you're talking about the defensive line coach controls the D-line, the linebackers control the linebackers, strikers, safeties, whatnot. The problem that comes in is Manny hired all his boys to where even if they want to change something within their position group, you know who's got the final answer? Manny Diaz, because he's the one that hired them and gave them the opportunity. And what made him more comfortable was he had a bunch of yes men around him to where no matter what happened, no matter it was good or bad, he had the final say every single time. And he didn't have to worry about anybody else checking him, right? Until Ed Reed came along, right? And that's where homeboy under me brought up Ed Reed and how him coming into the program should have changed things. But people that actually know the program deep down, Ed Reed did not do much this past season. You want to know why he didn't do much this past season? Because the guys that Manny Diaz hired that are no longer on this staff did not want to listen to what Ed Reed had to say. And that's 100% facts.
And then me and you talked about that on the phone. Like, them guys got to go because Ed Reed has so much power. I want to do this real quick. Like, I appreciate the donations coming in from all the Hurricane fans that hit me up on on PayPal. So thank you guys. Edward, appreciate it, man. With a $10 donation, Hurricane Logan with a $20 donation, and Norman for I'm gonna get that name right. Brad, you might be able to pronounce it for Fujioka. I don't know.
Oh, no. That sounds like I'm gonna read off the samurai menu.
Yeah, I can't pronounce his last name. He donates every channel. He donates every show, $15 every show. I appreciate that, Norm, man. Thank you, man. Appreciate that from the donations from you guys, man. Thank you so much. But no, that's what I mean by that, Brad. Is I tell people, like, a lot of times people don't get that when you hire these coaches, you hire them to coach. You don't hire them for you to dictate what they do. If my coach would have told me but I'm not quitting a $500,000, $1 million a year job, but my coach tell me I can't play the players I want to play, I'm finding another job.
And here's the other problem too. When you're pretty much trying to have another coach under you and him trying to be your protege, so to speak, similar to the Blake Baker, Manny Diaz situation at defensive coordinator, even if Manny Diaz was in the defensive room for game planning, right? I understand a lot of fans think that happened, and I'm sure it did, because we saw throughout certain games that Manny Diaz kind of put his 2 cents in, and we saw a dramatic change just by our own 2 eyes. But when you have someone else as your defensive coordinator, even just relaying the same info that you are giving to them, it's just like back in the day when you were at the YMCA Boys and Girls Club, you played the little microphone game, right? By the time it gets to the end of the line, it might not be the same sentence that you heard originally, or it might not be that you got it out in time. So even if they game planned right, even if Manny Diaz called the right play, you still got to relay that info to Blake Baker. Who's to tell you that Blake Baker didn't relay that info to the linebackers to switch up before the snap?
Exactly. I got a question for A63 in the chat. He's saying 778 yards rushing by Blake Baker. Y'all defending him. How many yards did Manny Diaz give up to BYU? 675 rushing to BYU.
550.
Five to BYU with one running. Like,
yeah, but they had Taysom Hill too, man. What are you talking about? Listen, man. Listen, two of the worst losses with Manny Diaz on the coaching staff. One, if people do not think he was calling plays, you are so wrong. And that's facts. I'm just tired of hearing that. Like, I'm trying to move on from the Blake Baker. But if people think Manny Diaz was not calling plays in that North Carolina game,
You know what bugs me out, Brad? This is what bugs me out. When the plays are good, Manny Diaz calls them. When the plays are bad, Blake Baker calls them.
Well,
So I'm so happy that Manny Diaz is calling plays now. But another thing is he did set himself up. Listen to me. Shoop is going to be either Shoop is going to be the defense coordinator at Miami in a couple more years because they're going to take some pressure off of Manny, or Shoop is going to be a defense coordinator somewhere else in the country. That's how good he is.
Yep.
Listen, Manny Diaz has not called no plays since he became head coach. I know this.
No, that's a lot.
Bet me 1,000.
I know
bet
the defense that he was running.
Bro, bet me 1,000. Bro,
it ain't the same defense.
You're wrong. You're wrong,
Yeah.
bro. You are so you
Let
are.
me run off some stats to you real quick.
No, I don't want the stats. No, this is not. This ain't the stat show. Like I don't do a lot of stats, but listen to me. I've talked to people down there. Brad know more people down there than me. I'm telling you, Brad. I know. Manny admitted to it.
There's personal player. There's about 5 or 6 players on the team I could call right now and get on the show and will admit right now that Manny Diaz is part of this defense. Unfortunately, man, Blake Baker was the scapegoat. It's that easy, you know.
Streeter said the same shit. Streeter got on here the other day and Streeter said, "Manny, you blaming me, bro? We both did this shit. Why you blaming me?"
Yep.
For sure. How can we sit back and say that we had an aggressive defense in 2018, 2000?
I'm gonna answer that question for you. We had Red Wine, we had Quan, we had Michael Jackson, we had all players that would develop, and he did not develop players after that. That's how.
That's my whole thing is players got to develop themselves.
No, they don't develop. No. In the NFL, you develop yourself. When you go to college, you go to college to get taught.
Listen,
you go to college to get. You go to college. Answer this question. Why is it that you think those players develop themselves in Alabama?
Listen, I'm gonna give you a perfect example right now. Lorenzo Lingard. One of the best running backs in high school football. He was clearly developed in high school.
He got hurt.
Nah, it wasn't. He got hurt. His heart got hurt. His head got hurt. He don't got the mindset.
He wasn't mentally strong. Okay, so let's go back. Hey, so ain't you in South Carolina?
First, I'm from New York. I moved here.
Aren't you residing in South Carolina?
I'm residing in South Carolina.
So let's talk real deal. I'm coaching in South Carolina, February 13th in Myrtle Beach, in the offense defense tournament. We the only team in Florida, coming all the way from Florida to South Carolina. We're gonna be playing some teams from South Carolina, Missouri, and North Carolina at Myrtle Beach. All right, I want to tell you this: when I say players develop themselves, for the whole month,
I coached for 10 years in Ridgeview. Players don't develop themselves, man.
They gotta want it. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
But you also gotta develop them. Like these are kids, bro. Listen, is it not a fact that your brain does not develop until you're 25?
Right. I'm with you, but listen, you have to plant. As coaches, you plant the seed, right? You plant the seed.
Did he plant a seed? Why is it no players developed under Manny? Why is it that we got transfer portal kids? Think about it. You saying players got to want it.
And here's the other thing. The kids nowadays aren't built the same like the old school, right? You talk about
you're right, Brad. You're right, Brad. And I've been listening to you every time you make your key points. I can't argue against what you say, Brad. But
listen to me. Just hear me out. Hear me out, bro. So why are we paying coaches all this money if they're not paid to develop players? Why are we paying?
Manny getting $3 million a year to coach.
I'm not talking about Manny. I'm talking about all. Why did y'all want? Why did everybody want T. Will? Why did everybody want all these coaches? If it's not about coaching and developing these players, then why are we so excited about this new coaching staff?
Okay,
No. Now, listen. Why are we? I don't want you talking in circles because I'm from Harlem. I can end that quick. I don't want you talking in circles and none of that shit. I want you to answer the question for me. If it was all Blake Baker, then firing Blake Baker should have been the only thing that happened, right? And we should have kept every other coach on this defense. That's not what the people wanted because they know that these players weren't being developed. So why is everybody so happy with these other coaches? Just answer that question. Why are they so happy? Nowhere else. Why are they so happy with these other coaches?
When you watch the game film.
No. No, I don't want no. Why are they so happy with these coaches that are in now?
Because you got one coach coming back home after 8 years.
That's not why they're happy. Answer the question. I'm not letting you off. I'm not letting you off. They ain't happy with him coming home. He ain't the Rock. They didn't ask for the Rock to come back and coach Miami. Why are they happy with these coaches that are coming back to coach?
Because they no nonsense coaching. They coach.
They what?
They coach up. They coach up the players.
They know they shit and they develop, right?
They coach up their players.
End of discussion.
Yeah.
End of discussion.
That's like going to Best Buy and looking at a TV, right? And one salesman comes at you, right? He don't got his name tag on, his shirt's untied, got his shoes all scuffed up, and he starts talking to you. You ain't gonna take him serious, right? Because the way he looks, the way he's carrying himself, that was Blake Baker. It might have not been Banda as far as the looks wise, but as soon as he started trying to sell you the TV after he got your attention, you started hearing his bullshit, right? And you knew he wasn't real. All right. When you look at these guys like T. Will, T. Rob, these are dudes that are professionals that already know how to walk, how to talk, how to get with the players. You know what T. Rob's first thing he did was when he got hired? He didn't start reaching out to kids. He started hitting up the mamas, the daddies, the uncles, the aunts, because he knows what's real and what's fake, man. You don't go from one being a coach at South Carolina to going to Miami, and within 12 hours, you already trying to preach to these kids, oh, I want you at Miami now. No, that's fake, man. You start the relationships where it's supposed to, and that's what family, and that's what the U is all about. And he knows that, man. And the great thing about these coaches isn't they hold people to another standards, but they know the standard of Miami.
And
right?
They know how to develop and
correct.
Coach. And that's my point. Like it's a reason why everybody is in such an uproar in Miami Hurricane world now. Because you said it when you first came on. That's why I'm gonna get you Stretch out. You said we finally have coaches that can teach like SEC coaches. So you can't say that and then say it's the player. You cannot say that.
Hold on. I just want to let me talk around. Let me go and tell you a little bit more.
I got him.
Hey, you got me. Hey, did you know that man that went to Florida State and graduated from Florida State?
Yes. Born and raised in Miami, went to Florida State. Let me explain something to you, man. I tell people this all the time, and I do YouTube. I tell you this all the time. I hate the Gators. All right, but if the Gators gave me a $250,000 a year contract to cover the Gators, my back ass covered on YouTube. If they gave me $250,000 a year to cover the Gators, I'm covering the Gators. It's about money. There's every coach. None of these coaches truly played for their coach for their alma mater, except only one I remember recent is Urban Meyer going back to Ohio State.
Yeah, but what I was trying to tell you about that coaching situation about players having to want it. You're right. You on this level from 6 to 14, you can tell the coaches that know the game, because I ain't been in coaching in 12 years. That's why I'm talking about it. To the coaches that do know the game. And so when we was having our 2 years ago, when we was having that debate about where we want to be at with the phase of the University of Miami football program, we always talked about we needed better coaching. We always talked about players wasn't development, because I know me and you got.
So why you argue me about it? You argued me for 5 minutes.
I'm watching the football game, and me and Young Jedi on the same players as the players are trash.
But listen. You don't make it to that level by being trash.
Those are going to be the same players that I promise you next year we're going to be raving about. I'm going to leave you with this before I leave. DJ Ivey, Al Blades. I promise you what they did last year, you're going to see a big difference this year. And it's not because they want it more. It's because they got
I couldn't hear you.
He
I
said they
couldn't
got
hear you.
better coach- got better
I couldn't
coach.
hear that last comment, Brad. I don't know if you're still on. I couldn't hear that last
No,
comment.
I'm saying DJ Ivy and Al Blades. Remember those two names because they want it just as much as they did last year, and the difference you're going to see from one year to the next is because of the coaching and developing of the coaches that we're going to have.
I'm so glad somebody actually agree. It's a blessing to have somebody actually, because I'm telling you, like at the end of the day, they still kids, and they want I can't. Every kid don't want to learn. This is why a lot of kids transfer. But when you have such a turnover rate, and like I say, we hired Al Golden from Temple and a bunch of Temple coaches. We hired Manny Diaz from Temple basically as a head coach with a bunch of 2-star coaches. And you have these 4 or 5-star players. The only coach that's on this staff right now that was on this staff last year that really recognized these players was Rhett Lashley.
Coach Fields.
And Coach Fields. Rhett Lashley understood the Miami offense. He understood the Miami offense. JT, I had to get JT Love on here with you real quick, like, because y'all had a great dialogue, bro, last time we talked on Brad. So I had to get JT Love on here with you, man, because y'all, I think y'all between you and him, me and Endo stopped talking because y'all was going back, y'all was killing it, man. So, Brad, we're gonna talk some more, but listen, yeah, if y'all think it's next week is gonna be, they just get your I say get your popcorn ready, Brad. Get your popcorn ready, Brad. Hey, listen, this is no knock on any other YouTuber out there, anybody out there. Brad is really doing his best to bring this whole Miami YouTube thing together. Y'all support him on that. Y'all push him on that. He's gonna go from channel to channel to try to do his best. And I know Mark Rogers is the voice of college football, and right now Brad is the Sith Lord of Miami football. He's really trying to bring peace and calm among all. When he reached out to me, it was crazy, and he really wants everybody to just focus on. You can focus on negative plays and stuff, but he really wants everybody to focus on a positive YouTube community, man. And I have to back him up on that. I have no choice but to back him up on that because he's right.
And listen, I promise you this: if we still had Baker, if we still had Banda, I probably wouldn't be doing this, because it's not. I mean, if the program and Manny Diaz and the players don't want to change, why should we? It's getting to the point where it's every year, man. We go through the same thing, same off seasons. Like, oh, this is the year we get hyped, and then things don't happen again. But hey, man, this man is really changing. Like, every little thing that we have wanted him to do, he might have not have done it on the timing that we wanted, but at the end of the day, he got it done, and he has done it. And at the end of the day, you gotta respect that. And I promise you, fans, I get as pissed as y'all do when Mark Pope drops a ball or when Gervin Hall fumbles a punt return, right? But no matter how much we get pissed, we could bash these kids all they want. But at the end of the day, like Zoe said, man, these are not just athletes, but these are students. These are kids that have a whole nother life ahead of them, okay? And we are just fans at the end of the day. And we could bash them all they want. It's not going to make them play better. I promise you that. So why not be the best fans we could be, man?
Yeah, anything you want to say to him, JT, before you get out here, man?
Listen, the Dabo Swinney effect. I called it day one when he got hired. People kept putting out records and everything. I said, listen, before we get to the next level, Manny has to grow, and Manny has to bring the right people around him. I predicted this last year. Blake Baker was the weak link. Let the season go. I was his biggest hater, and he didn't prove himself. What happened? He elevated. Like I said, 10-win season. 10 wins. Minimum 9.
Before Brad get out, JT, I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say the same thing before Brad get out. He ain't got a comment on it. Like I say, we can continue to blame Blake Baker all we want. No player developed under Manny Diaz, and Manny Diaz set himself up with the best coaching staff since 2000. Facts. He didn't give Blake Baker those same things that he had.
And to be real with you, I mean, let's look at the safeties, right? Zoe, you talked about it. Manny Diaz's first time as a defensive coordinator. You had a polished, developed Jaquan Johnson, polished, developed Redwine. As soon as Banda starts taking over, huge drop off, right? We saw Bolden do well for the first 2 or 3 games, and then throughout the season he fell off. That goes to coaching, being able to game plan and learning the strong assets and what a player's weakness is, right? You talk about the corners, same thing. You talk about the linebackers, same thing. Look at the running backs, for an example. Why is it that our best running back last year was a true freshman and Don Chaney? He was coming off of 4 to 5 weeks of learning a offense and learning college football. What was his excuse?
Exactly.
For developing, it was pure talent.
Did Blake Baker hire any of those defensive coaches? Nope. Manny hired. So how can we keep blaming? He hired none of those coaches.
But a lot of those coaches was left behind too. Now, don't put everything.
Those are all Manny's coaches.
Yeah,
that's all I'm saying. All I'm saying is, if you're gonna be fair, be fair. That's all I'm saying.
Mike Runt wasn't a coach.
So, said Mike Runt wasn't.
Mike Runt wasn't no Manning coach.
You can keep saying
right.
863. You keep saying Blaker bad all you want, but if you give me, like, I can say LeBron was trash until he got to Miami. I can say LeBron was garbage. He was straight up butternuts until he got to Miami because he couldn't win nothing. You have to surround yourself, man. You can't blame somebody it's like you driving a car and I build your motor for you and you don't know what's in it and I expect you to win. Hey, Brad, I appreciate you. I'm gonna give you a call tomorrow, man. Do me a favor. If you have a few minutes, I'm gonna get off at 8:30. If you have a few minutes, give me a call because I got to see you something.
I got you, bro.
I'm gonna definitely get off at 8:30 because I got to holler at you about something real quick. Like, all right.
Yeah,
all right, appreciate it. All right. Listen, y'all support. I support Brad in this movement because he really he reached out to me and it was bugged out that he reached out to me. He really wants this community to be a more positive community. That's why I don't even block people. You come in with 30, 40 dislikes. I tell people my algorithm is up over 200% now. And I keep showing people. So every time you dislike me, I'm gonna show you. Every time you dislike me, I'm gonna show you. 15. I went from when I started this chat to 16,640 to 16,654 in one chat and subscribers. Okay, so every time you hit that dislike button, every time you do me a favor, give me 1,000 dislikes because this shit is growing because of believe me, the hate is growing. And if you go look at the community section and the views, every time you jump on, we at 1,570,935 views. Every time you click on and give me the dislike button, I'm encouraging you to. I didn't, and once I learned what they say, no publicity is bad publicity. So I take the bad publicity with the good, man. What's good? Hey, JT Love, man, you got to hit me up on Twitter because I need to holler at you about something. I've been trying to get in contact with you forever since that last stream. You got to hit me up. You got me on Twitter? J Love.
Yeah. No. I think I got your old Twitter because remember, I think you lost access to your old Twitter.
Yeah, I got my new Twitter. My new Twitter is, if you can write it.
You
down.
might as well put it on the chat.
My new. I'm just going. My new Twitter is easy. It's easy. Yeah. It's not hard to find. Hold on. It's Hurricane Zoe 12.
What you keep talking about?
Hold on for a second. It's Hurricane Zoe 1219, the U family. If you can find that, you know what I'm saying, hit me up so I need to get at you about something for real. I got 5 minutes left. I tried to get Louisiana Kane there. My brother ain't want to come in at night. It's not about who
So what
Baker
you keep
developed,
talking
who
about?
Manny developed, who Manny developed. I'm not gonna keep going back about Baker. Manny's developing himself now by hiring coaches. He set himself up better. Just like if I build a car, if I build your car for you, A63, I ain't gonna set your car up better than I'm gonna set my car. You can believe that shit. Your car ain't gonna be set up better than I set my car. What's going on? What's going on? Stretch it out and tell me.
What you talking about this spring? You don't know if we're gonna be having a spring.
This is just a personal thought. It has nothing to do with anything I've heard or anything like that. I'm just looking at how bad the coronavirus is getting worse, not better. It's getting worse, not better. We had more deaths in January than any other month since it started. It's not getting better. So this is just me. I don't see us having a spring if it continues to go this way. That's all. I'm just saying this is not anything. This ain't no breaking news. This ain't no nothing. Last year they said we was gonna have a spring. Didn't they say that JT Love last year? And what happened? We didn't have it. That's right. 23 dislikes, keep growing. I'm gonna keep growing. Hit me with the dislikes. I'm gonna keep growing. Listen to me. I know where they coming from. They coming from Uncle Lou and his I mean, I mentioned his name. They coming from that Georgia video maker. But hey, I had two people that came in. No, 3 people that came in from his chat tonight that subscribed to my channel and said, he's not who he said. He's not who he said you are. You're not who he said you are. So
yeah,
I mean,
he knew. Listen, Uncle Lou been doing this thing for a long time.
I'm a threat to him, though. That's his problem.
You are a threat. You are a threat to him. But look, see, he didn't know that your channel was gonna be for the people. You know what I mean?
Yeah. His channel is for a bunch of little kids that be in his channel. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, hey, he didn't know that. He didn't know that anytime he talk about me, I'm just that fucking cool. He can't fuck with me. He just know that. He can grow some hair. Tell him I'll send him a couple of my locks so he can put some hair on the top of his head. You know what I'm saying? All right. Let me get off of that though.
Hey, so how you think we did overall with this recruiting class we got coming in?
I think we did excellent. Number 11, we still got a chance to grow. When is National Signing Day? March what?
February 20th.
February 20th. So I think we have room to grow. I think we did excellent with it. I'm okay with it. I'm not gonna go live that day because it's probably gonna be 500 people go live. So I'm not gonna go live that day. All right, A63. I'm gonna let you have that last one. I'm gonna get off to Blake. He's no longer a part of the program. I'm done with it. I'm gonna let you have that last one. That last one, my dude, love you there. I'm just gonna let you have the last one. All right.
Hey man, it's been a blessing to be on this channel, man. I'm glad you're still growing.
You always welcome. We going. This is a channel. You say this is a channel for the fan base, not for me. I want you guys to come in and really give your opinions. But I'm gonna challenge him too. You know what I'm saying? It's just who I am. I'm gonna challenge him, and I want you to challenge me because I've lost some debates, especially J Love T. Yeah. And I've lost some debates. He kicked my ass a couple times. I want to kick him off the channel.
I ain't Enos, but it's okay though. I'm gonna let you slide though.
I never wanted Dan Enos. I never wanted Dan Enos. Don't go there. I never wanted. Don't. We're gonna be like little Steven and Big Steven. Stephen A. Smith. Don't you do that? Don't you do me like that?
So we through with signing. Hold on. He said February 3rd was the last day of signing.
He said February. What would you say? J Love C?
No. I think he's talking about on the
chat.
The comment.
Somebody said on the chat.
It's not February 3rd. The 3rd is already passed.
Yeah, he said it. Somebody just said this too. I'm gonna check it right now and see what it say.
I don't think that's done. It could be. I could be wrong. I don't know. Players fuck up.
Yeah, we done. So that's why I ain't much keep track of it.
The players fuck up. We done. Baker don't have no. Baker don't have dirt on me. I just look at I'm gonna end it like he doesn't have dirt on me. I just know how it is to be. I know how it is to be a supervisor, right? And your department manager. I had a incident happen at my job one day. And I'm gonna say this right. I had an incident happen at my job one day. And they said that my department manager told the plant manager he don't know why I sent those pipe outside. I don't know why Alonzo sent those 150 pipe outside. Those pipes should have never went outside. And I said, and I walk up on a conversation, because if I wouldn't have walked up on a conversation, I'd have got through under the bus. I said, because you told me to send me those, you told me to send those pipe outside. As a matter of fact, here's the text message where you told me to send the pipe outside. You see what I'm saying? So the guy that's over me, talking to the vice president of the company, he told the vice president of the company, I don't know why Alonzo sent those pipe outside, because you told me to send those pipe outside. That's why I sent them. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I know how it feels to be put in a position when you're thrown under the bus and you have nothing to do about it. Like I said, this is the best coaching staff since 2000, right? Let's be honest.
Yeah.
Why didn't Manny do this for Blake? That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
And
I'm not saying that Blake is great. I'm not saying Blake is good. All I'm saying is Manny set himself up this year to be great. He put chess pieces in place.
To put you up on game, the national signing day is always the first Wednesday of February. It used to be every third Wednesday of February, but they moved it up to first Wednesday of February. So that's February 3rd.
I got you. That's my thing. That's my thing. I just want to make sure. That's what, you know what I'm saying. That's what that's about, because I don't be knowing these things. Like I said, I appreciate all the donations. I appreciate all the donations, man.
They're paying attention to this room. Better believe that you was the only one bringing up all these different, and all your fan base and all your followers bringing up who we needed, who we wanted, and best believe them coaches and them players paying attention. So everybody, what we do say does matter. Remember that.
All right, and we're about to get up out of here, man. We're about to get up out of here. Like I say, anybody want to make any more donations? Hey, hit the PayPal, because I'm that guy that's going to pay for information. Did you hit me up on Twitter yet?
Yeah. Your Twitter is 129_Zoe.
Yeah,
how you gotta put it on Twitter.
I put it on there, and then some people say they couldn't find that way, and I did the other way they couldn't find it. So I just do both ways, basically. Yeah. But did you send me your number? I need to call you. I need to talk to you about it.
Yeah, I'm about to. You gotta follow me back.
All right, that's what I'm about. That's what I'm about to do right now. I'm about to make sure before I get off.
Hey, so one more thing, man.
I got you.
Listen, I understand you 60, but come on, man. The young bucks, man, deal with Cash App, man. Come on,
I'm explaining something to you. It's not about being 60. I got $4,500 stolen from me from Cash App. Cash App is not secure. They're not secure. So when you get that, when your money get taken and you try to call, they don't even have a call number. They're ran by Indians overseas. So me being 60 is being smart with my money. I had money stolen from me from Cash App, and if it wasn't for Navy Federal, and if it wasn't for USAA, I wouldn't have got my money back. PayPal, you don't have to worry about that. Venmo, so that's why young people is broke right now, because I'm not dealing. Listen, PayPal is secure. Cash App is non-secure. So when they steal your money, DJ Envy got $35,000 stolen from him from PayPal. From Cash App. $35,000.
Okay. You ain't had a pin. Your pin. Did you have a pin?
Yeah, but
Cash App?
what I'm saying is, yeah, Cash App is easy to hack. It's easy to hack. If you go to any bank, they do not recommend Cash App. Any bank will not they will not recommend you use Cash App. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, fool me over and over and over again. That's how George Bush said it. I do not deal with Cash App. I do not deal with Cash App. Orange Greenblood was good. I do not deal with Cash App because they stole from me. PayPal is secure. I deal with Navy Federal Credit Union and I deal with USAA Bank. So I'll let you young guys keep dealing with. I'm 45. I'll keep my money safe, and you guys keep playing around with Cash App. And when you go broke, it's gonna be on you. But PayPal secures your money. If your money gets stolen from PayPal, they replace it. If your money gets stolen, you cannot call Cash App. Call them. Call the number. Find a call number.
Email them though.
Who you emailing? Who you emailing? I work too hard for my money. Bro, I got $3,500 stolen from me. Like that quick. And I'm not the only one. Matter of fact, go and Google email Cash App fraud and see how many people have gotten money stolen from them from Cash App. No, listen to me. You know who deal with Cash App? Young kids and people ain't got no money. I ain't dealing with Cash App. Yes, there are. Yeah, things are secure. There are things that are secure. There are things that are secure only up to a certain amount. Now, if you have $1 trillion and it gets stolen, your ass just done. But I don't ever expect being there. But $3,000 is secure. $10,000 is secure. $20,000 is secure. I can't afford to lose $3,000 fuck around with Cash App. And they was able to hack my bank, and my bank got me my money back. All about UA3. I ain't gonna argue with you, bro. I know. Put it away. I know for a fact I got my money back. I know for a fact if you pull up the difference between PayPal, Venmo, and Zelle, and then pull up Cash App. People get put away anything that's too easy. Anything that's too easy to get is usually what. Hey, Cash App King. Hey, listen here, man. I will never get Cash App again. If everybody wants Cash App, I'm okay with it. How can y'all be everybody? Well, I'm diehard American, but I'm gonna deal with these Indian people over and over. Y'all, God keeps sending y'all money to the African kids that ain't getting that money with the fly around their face, and they ain't getting none of that money. God, keep playing. Y'all deal with that Cash App shit. God, keep dealing with it. I have no problem with it. Tied to your bank account. I have no problem with it. When your ass can't pay your mortgage payment, but they done stole your money, I don't hear nothing. I'm dealing with PayPal. PayPal been around for how long? How hard is it to get PayPal?
It ain't that hard.
You
need a bank account.
You don't even need a bank account to get PayPal.
I mean, if you want to connect it with money transactions.
The same thing with Cash App.
Cash App got stocks, cryptocurrency. It's basically an investment platform.
And so does PayPal. And PayPal is secure. And I tell you what. Name me. You can't go on Nike.com or none of those places and use your Cash App code. They reject them.
Yeah, that's true.
They reject them. You can't go buy no Adidas, none of that shit with a Cash App card. They reject it. These is facts. Try to go. PayPal isn't slow. It says it right here, bro. It's the same thing. Cash App. Cash App says, "Hey, J Love T, what does it say on Cash App? You can have it immediately for like an extra 1%, or it could take 24 hours for regular delivery, right?
Yeah.
So if you do the 1%, you get it immediately. If you do the extra thing, it's the same thing. PayPal is not slow. Y'all better start paying attention, man. I don't know what PayPal slow. Everybody sent me my PayPal tonight. I got it quick.
All right, you need a Coinbase then. So you need a Coinbase. We're gonna start sending you Bitcoin, man. That's the future.
You got to help me up with that. I'm about to give you my number. Let me make a phone call. I got to give you my number, and we up out here, man. Have fun next week. That's why I said I got to call you about. But let me call Brad first. I'm gonna call you. All right.
Say less.
All right, man. Love you guys, man. Y'all keep with y'all cash app shit. When y'all ain't got no money, don't call me. I ain't fuck with y'all. Love you guys, man. I'm out.